I give no warning when I go live usually, so bear with me. That's just how I go. If I have a minute to spare, I jump on here and I get it done. So I have a minute to spare before I run out the door, and I've heard some people kind of comment on some of the things about maybe being discouraged that their business isn't taking off, or maybe, you know, they're not getting any yeses or anything like that. So I'm hoping that I can address some of those issues for you guys and hopefully help steer you in the correct direction. I don't have a perfect answer for everything. You guys might think I do. I don't. Most of the time I'm learning through other people's experiences or my own, and then I just share those experiences with people. Hey Sarah, I get to see you tomorrow. I'm excited. Okay, so this is my thought. I don't know if it's gonna hit you the nail on the head for you or not, but this is my thought. If you're discouraged in your business, then everybody else would be discouraged to join your business, right? So you're gonna have to just get over it. You gotta, you know, it's kind of like whenever you're having a really bad day, you don't wait for somebody else to come in and make your day good. You gotta be prepared for those bad days. You gotta be strong. You've gotta be willing to accept those challenges. When you get no's, you're gonna have to remove yourself from the outcome, and you're just gonna have to go share this opportunity in a very, very light manner and an excited manner. You know, okay, here's an example. My sister-in-law, Megan, you guys have been seeing her name a lot because I've been running around with her, doing wine and washes, doing launch parties, doing one-on-ones. This girl is unstoppable, okay? So she just got the largest paycheck that she's ever gotten in a very, very, very long time. Okay, so this is what she did. She went to go spoil herself at Verizon. No, hold on. She didn't want to spoil herself. I actually drove her to Verizon, pulled up, and she goes, "We're here?" And I'm like, "You're going to go get an iPhone because I can't voice message you." So she's not used to spending money on herself. But you know what? I'm going to have to get off my Wi-Fi. My kid just turned on Netflix. Sorry. Give me a second. Give me a second. Why won't it let me click on my thing? So anyway, okay, my sister-in-law, she goes into Verizon, right? She's in there for about 15 minutes, and then she comes running out. I'm like, "Did you get a phone?" She goes, "No, the lady wants to sign up in Monate." I'm like, "What? Are you kidding me?" She's like, "Come on in here, come help me talk to her." So I'm like, "Okay." So I get off the phone. I'm like, "Josh, I gotta go." And I'm hiking my butt in there, and this woman's like, "Okay, come on, tell me more." And we started talking with this woman. You know what she told me? The woman, she said, when you walked in here, when Megan walked in there, she says, "You had this smile on your face and this pep in your step, and I knew that you knew something that I didn't." You guys, Megan signed somebody up who wasn't even trying. She wasn't even trying, you know, and sometimes that pep in our step is not there all the time, but you've got to be willing, and you've got to force it without it being there already. You know, you guys can't wait for that awesome moment for you guys to get fired up. You guys have to find it inside. You've got it all right here. You have got to just motivate yourself. If there's one good thing going on in your business, you know, focus on that. Focus on that one good thing. And if you guys need a good thing to focus on, guess what? There's somebody at the store, there's somebody at the next place that you're going to go running into. There is somebody constantly out there that you could go visit with who's going to just light up and be like, "Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this opportunity." They're everywhere out there. So if you guys are discouraged in your business, nobody will ever sign up with you. I promise you that. If you're discouraged, don't get out in public, okay? Don't show people that you're discouraged in your business, because no one will ever sign up. You're going to have to fake it. If you're having a bad day, you're going to have to fake it. I've had to fake my business. I have been on my way to wine and washes, bawling my eyes out, not because I was happy, but because something was going on in my life that was very discouraging. I have seen my business tank. I have seen it drop. I have seen the waves of the ups and downs of not growing, or not getting a market partner, or not getting able to bust an MMB. I have been in your shoes. I have been there. And you know what? You've got to dig deep down inside, and you got to start practicing motivating yourself. Slap that smile on your face. You need to put on some good music, and you need to go do something. Just go do something. Do something that gets you out of a slump. Because if you're in a slump, you will not be able to sign up anybody, anyone, ever. This is all attraction business. You're going to have to attract them to come to you to be interested in the business, and then you're going to have to attract them to continue to stay into the business. So sometimes you guys won't see me on here, and it's because I'm having a bad day. I'm going to be honest. I have bad days, okay? Everybody does. I sometimes don't have all my stuff together. I am overwhelmed. I still haven't been able to text all my people back. I've got hot leads coming to me left and right that sometimes I can't even handle. And I'm not bragging on this at all, you guys. I'm just saying that guess where my priorities are. My priorities are those hot leads that are coming my way. If there's somebody who's on, who's asking you about Monate or something like that, that's obviously your first thing. So continue to work on yourself to motivate those other people to join your business, and not only join, but freaking run. You want those people wanting to join you so bad that they can't find your website, they go hunt you down and then they find it somewhere and sign up under you. Okay, that is how your business will run. If you are running your freaking hair, like your hair is on fire, those people will want to run too. If you are in a slump and depressed and bummed out because you can't get a VIP customer and you're showing that, everybody else is going to do the same thing, and your business is going to continue to snowball in that effect. Your business is always rolling. You're never lukewarm. You are never lukewarm in this business. You're either on fire or you're cold. So you got to decide right now, are you on fire or are you cold? And if you're not on fire, you better start hanging out with those people who are. Go watch some past videos. Go do something. Motivate yourself. Your upline can't do it for you, and she will never, or he will never ever be able to bring that fire back into you. You've got to learn how to do it yourself. And you know what? Continue practicing this, because right now it seems like it might be really hard for you to just pull yourself out of that slump and do it. But guess what? The more practice that you have, the more you're going to be able to do it. Sometimes I have calls that I have to do at night, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have time. I can't do this. I'm frustrated. If I were to get on the phone and show that I'm frustrated on the phone, do you know what I'm doing to that market partner? They're going to be like, good Lord, I'm not going to sign up with I'm just sitting here waiting for it to reconnect. So anyway, that is kind of my tips is, this business isn't always all perfect, but you're practicing, firing yourself up. Motivation comes from within. If you guys are saying I can't get my team motivated, it's because you're not motivated. And it is the hard truth. And you know what? The second that you are sold on your own self, that everybody else is sold too. The minute you believe in yourself or your product, everybody else is sold. So what is really the causing factor of your negative or your disbelief or your discouragement? It's more than likely it's probably you deep down inside digging into yourself, telling yourself that you're not worthy, you're not good enough, and you're not going to recruit anybody. So cut it out. Everything that you say or think is really going to come into life. So the second you start having a bad thought in your mind, knock it out. Knock it out. Don't go down that road. You got to continuously be thinking good thoughts and good things that are going to come your way, and you need to be speaking them. If you are saying, oh, I'm never going to hit that rank, I'm never going to get my block, I'm never going to get that other market partner, you are absolutely 100% right. You are. Everything that you say is going to be absolutely correct in your business. So guess what? I am right now trying to bust 8 new SED legs. That's my goal. I'm going to bust 8 SED legs this year. And it's scary and it's hard. But guess what? I'm going to do it, because if I say it, it's going to happen. Everything that I say is going to happen. I'm going to have multiple $1-million earners on my team. I am going to have that because I'm saying it, I'm claiming it, and it's going to happen. And if you guys are still in here kicking butt and taking names, that's you. You guys are going to be $1-million earners if that's what you want. Whatever you guys want, all you got to do is continue doing that duplicatable system. Simplify everything down, motivate people. Motivate people by motivating yourself, because the second you're fired up, everybody else will catch on fire as long as they got the gasoline out there. And all you got to do is just map them out and show them this is what's possible. Know your people. Know exactly what it's going to take to get them going, because, and here's the thing, you guys can't motivate them. You might know them, but you can't make them do something. If you know them, then they feel like you care about them. And that's why I say you need to know your people. If you care about people, then they will care about their business and they will care where they're going. Sometimes all people need is just a little bit of love, honestly. I mean, think about it. So, yeah, Brittany, you're going to be an SED. I just know it. So this is your life. This is your business. And everything that you speak is going to come out in your business. It's going to show in your Facebook. It's going to show whenever you go into that Verizon store. Anytime you go into public, what are you radiating through your body, through your mind, through your soul? People feel things like that when you walk into a room. If they know you're fired up and excited about something and really pumped up that you got a Mo Money card that you get to swipe and not have to worry about what money's on there, people can feel that and they want that. That lady at Verizon is signing up tomorrow. She is hosting a party, and you know what? She says she is not going to be at Verizon in 3 months. She wants to replace her income in 3 months. And I said, that's absolutely possible, and we're going to make it happen. So, you just never know who you're going to run into, ever, ever. There was a guy at Heyday the other day. Heyday is a mini golf place. He signed up. There was a person who was at Pops the other day. Pops is a burger joint. Our waitress, he just signed up. Everywhere that you go is a potential person if you are fired up deep down inside and you're not too afraid to talk about it. Because honestly, it's just like ice cream. If you offer ice cream to somebody, they might not like your flavor. That's perfectly fine. They might not like ice cream. That's perfectly fine. But are you going to get your feelings hurt whenever they tell you that they don't want that chocolate flavor? No, you love chocolate. Or else because you're offering it, right? And if you don't, offer something else. Think of carrots. If you are totally not on sugar, that's perfectly fine. You can offer carrots. That's fine. So whenever you're offering something, remove yourself from the outcome. And if you need to write it down, then do it. Write it on your dadgum wrist. Remove yourself from the outcome. You are a messenger. You are not the product. You are not the company. You are a messenger for what this company and what this product has to offer. So remove yourself from the outcome. Don't get emotional about it. Be systematic, but you're also a person, because people will join people. They don't join robots. They don't at all. So whatever you're feeling deep down inside, if you are discouraged, I'm sorry. I am. We all go through it, but I can't get you out. I'm sorry, I cannot get you out of that rut. You're going to have to do it all on your own. You're going to have to. And I want you to start practicing it now, because your business is only going to continue to grow, and you're going to have to get used to being able to pop out of it just like that. Because there's some times when I've got a super Saturday and I'm on my way there and it's hard and I'm having a hard day. But you know what? I've got to pop myself out of that attitude, and I'm going to have to look forward, because those people are relying on me. And the same thing is in your business. Same thing is whenever you go out and about and you're in town. Whenever you're running your errands at the post office, anywhere, be kind and courteous, Let other people cut in front of you. Do things like that. Be who you want to attract. Who do you want to attract in this business? What kind of people do you want? There was a girl in the bathroom yesterday whenever I was at the store, and this girl was a hairdresser, and she was talking this girl's ear off, and I'm sitting there washing my hands, and Annie's like, Mom, talk to her about Monate. And I'm just like, what the heck? Well, dude, the woman looked like she was a crackhead, like literally straight up crackhead. I don't know if she was. And I told Josh, I was like, I might have been prejudging her. She's probably just really excited. She would have talked to everybody, but I didn't talk to her. So I won't know. So now I'm kicking myself in the butt, because that girl probably would have been on fire. She was so excited about talking about hair. Who knows? She may have been crazy. But, I could have left that up to determine later. But the thing is every single place you go, every opportunity you have, you are literally resonating how you're feeling deep down inside and what you're telling yourself. So whenever you tell yourself, I can do this, you are going to be able to do this. You're going to be able to do it. Whenever you tell yourself that I'm going to get excited today, put on some good music, do something. You don't need to be talking to your upline to get encouraged. You need to be talking to a new market partner, because it's not about you. This business is not about you anymore. When you sponsor a market partner, it's about helping people. You need to start thinking about your people. How can you help them? How can you help that new person that is looking to you saying, how do I take this next step? How do I conduct myself? You guys have a responsibility to lead with your leadership. And the second that you open up your mouth and say something bad about anybody in the organization, not on your team, guess what? If I had the chance, I would probably block it. I would probably block you. If you guys were to come to me talking bad about one of my market partners, I do not want to hear it. So don't send me any more messages. I don't want to hear it. If you guys have something bad to say, you're probably talking bad about me. So think about that. How are you conducting yourself and your attitude in the way that you speak about one another? Because that is going to resonate in your business and in your life whenever you step outside of the Monate box. You guys do not want to be that type of person, okay? You don't want to be that person. It's what goes around comes around. I see more messages than I've ever wanted to see. I don't want to see all the stuff that I have seen. I'm not happy with some of the things that I have seen. But I will say this, there's way more good than bad. There is way more good than bad in our business. And that's what really, really keeps me going, is that our culture is strong enough to carry anybody who's having a bad day, or anyone who wants to change their attitude. I have not always been this type of person. I have been that person that can't find good things to say, okay? That was the person I am. But now I refuse to speak negative over anybody. I refuse to speak negative over myself. I refuse to tell myself that I'm discouraged. I refuse to tell myself that I'm not going to be able to get to where I need to be in this business. I refuse to tell myself that I wouldn't earn that Hawaii trip last year, which was very hard. It was hard. That Hawaii trip was tough. I mean, and I told myself I was going to do whatever it took. And I did it, and I shocked the crap out of myself, y'all. I did not think that I was going to get that Hawaii trip, but I did. So I just want to encourage you guys that whatever you are speaking up here and right here is going to reflect who you are in this business. Do you want to be ugly by saying naughty things, or do you want to be a light, an encouraging person? Because guess what? Nobody will follow you in this business if you are speaking ugly. Nobody will want to work in your downline if you are speaking negative over other people. And I don't care if you guys enjoy talking bad about people. It's not something that I encourage whatsoever. Our team is all about encouraging, enlightening, loving one another. Like I believe that this is the way that you should conduct yourself in life. And I believe if you conduct yourself in your business this way, then it's going to only better yourself and better your business. You're only going to be able to help other people more, So that is just on my mind. I wanted to tell you guys that if you are discouraged, I really, really hope that you can bring yourself out of it. I know it seems impossible to bring yourself out of it. I've been there. But just start faking it until you make it. I mean, start getting encouraged. Start thinking of all those good things that's going on in your business and all of the possibilities that's out there. If you are a light unto the world, then you will be able to go anywhere that you want and recruit those people that you want. You're going to be able to do that. So you've got to start here, and you've got to start here. Everything that you're thinking and speaking is going to come to life in your business. And, it's just the same thing. If you believe in yourself, then everybody else is sold. That's all you have to do. So make sure that you guys do believe in yourself. Think about it. Because if you don't, then someone needs to start, I don't know how to say this, but if you guys don't believe in yourself, then start practicing. If you have accomplished one little thing in this business, then you've been successful. Nobody's success is determined by someone else's success. It's determined by the way that you conduct yourself and if you are able to achieve those small obtainable goals. Dreams are big. You don't know how you're going to get to your dreams. Goals are small. Goals are things that you have mapped out and it's possible. So you guys need to have two separate things, because my dream that I had in January is now my goal. So think about this, you guys. You got to dream really big, because you are in network marketing and you're in Monet and you're on my team. You guys better start dreaming really big, okay? If it scares you, then you need to be dreaming it. And those dreams are going to be your goals one day, okay? It seems impossible, but if you've got things that you want to achieve, you better start writing it down. Write it down, put it up on your wall, put it up everywhere. Speak affirmations to yourself. You tell yourself that you're a rock star, that you're going to be able to recruit anybody that you want to recruit, and everybody wants to join you. Be the person that you would want to join. If you guys do that, then you should have no problem. You should have absolutely no problem in this business. As long as you're getting out, word of mouth, start meeting new people, do things. Get out of the house. Go do something. You just got paid. Go do something. Go spend your money. Tell them why you're spending it. Tell them how you got the money. Little things like this will accumulate over time. And you don't have to go buy your Christian Louis Vuitton shoes. You can go buy a little clutch wallet for $10. But whenever you go to buy that, you are running into people constantly nonstop. So what are you doing with your day-to-day activities? What are you doing with your time? And how are you thinking about your activities? If you don't think that you are going to be able to recruit people, then you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. You've got to get out there and say, I'm going to get this person. I'm going to sign that person up. I do it. I tell Josh, I'm going to get her. I'm going to get this girl. And I do it. You know why? Because someone told me that if I say it, I can do it. And I'm telling you guys right now, if you say it, then you can do it. So start speaking life over your business. If you're discouraged, quit saying you're discouraged. Stop it right now. If you say you can't recruit anybody, stop it. Stop it. Just stop. Okay? You can recruit somebody. You've got the skills to do it. You've got the dare to succeed. You've got the meet Monates. Okay? You don't have to be shoving this stuff down people's throat. You meet with them and you schedule another time that is appropriate for them. If you are cornering people, they're going to be cornered and they're going to feel awkward, right? Schedule a time to follow up with them later. You know, you always want to have a pleasant experience with them, okay? Hi, Tiffany. I got Tiffany. So anyway, this is something that was just on my mind because someone commented the other day that they were discouraged, and I'm like, I remember that feeling. I remember what it was like. And then I practiced. I practiced not being discouraged. And I practiced, you know, making myself fired up. Does that make sense? I actually bought a book a while back, and it says How to Motivate People. And the whole book was about how you can't. You can't motivate people. You can believe in people, you can show them the way, but you can't motivate anybody. So if you guys don't know how to motivate yourself, then that's the one factor that you could be not, that might be the one thing that makes or breaks your entire business. So what motivates you? Think of your why. What do you really need? What do you really want so bad that you're willing to give up or change in your life to get it? Start writing this stuff down. If you guys don't write your stuff down, you're probably going to be running around like a chicken with your head cut off. Not only that, you're leaving yourself a huge disservice by not recognizing your goals when you hit them. Because you should not be where you are right now in 6 months. You should be changed. You should be a different person. You honestly should be. I should be a different person. I should be able to do more for people. I should be able to conduct myself better around people. That is just something that I've got to work on. So you guys can do the same thing, because anything that I am doing, you guys are worthy of the cause as well. Anything that I am saying on here, you guys can iterate this to your team. You know, I am a copycat. That is the only reason why I am successful in Monate. I 100% believe that, okay? I'm not smart. I'm dyslexic. I got learning disabilities. Like, I'm not making this stuff up, you guys. I literally have trouble doing very small daily tasks. I really, really do. But what I can do is I can cheat. I copy what other people say that are successful and I bring it to the table. I do what other people do that are successful and I bring it to the table. These are the things that I do. I literally do not reinvent the wheel, and that is why this business has been so perfect for me. Some people are not like that at all, and they're going to have to give up some control. They're going to have to give up the idea of them recreating the wheel. And if that's you, take a step back and realize that more simplicity in your business and in your life is going to duplicate much better. So if you want your paycheck to grow 25 to 45% or 49%, you guys have got to simplify your entire business. Because if you feel like you don't have enough room to grow, then you won't grow. You guys should feel like there's enough room for everybody in your business, okay? It should never feel too large. It should never feel like it's out of hand for you. No, I am not making sure that my people know what they're doing. I don't make sure anybody knows what they're doing. I do map them out, and I make sure that they understand what it takes to be successful, and they have the system in place. But when it comes to me, you know, grabbing their ponytail and saying, "Why aren't you recruiting?" That is not my job. That is not my job. My job is to go lead by example. And the second I stop recruiting, the rest of my team is going to stop too. The second you stop recruiting, the rest of your team will stop recruiting too. Nobody's going to run faster than you in this business. I promise you. You have got to continue staying in the trenches, working with those brand new people. And if you are stressed out over your business, you're probably working with the wrong people. You're probably working with the people who shouldn't be relying on you anymore. You need to be working on those people that are looking to you saying, how do I get into the system? What is the system? Can you teach me those things? Those brand new people, those launch parties, those launch events, those are where you need to be. You need to be having new launch events for people constantly, because that means your business is growing. If you guys are going to the same exact market partners meetings and you're not taking people, I'm sorry to say this, but you are doing the wrong activities. You can go to get encouragement. That's great. I go to these meetings to get encouragement, and I don't have somebody new right by my side every time. But if I did that for an entire year, my business would never grow. My paycheck has grown because I have recruited new legs. All of these brand new legs that are now running for MMM, AED, MM, they have all joined within the last 8 months. Those are brand new legs. I am not riding off of the backs of those old legs that I have, helped helped get started in the very beginning. I'm constantly working with new people. And the second that you guys realize that that's where you need to be all the time, if most of you guys do know this, and that's why we're duplicating so well, but if you guys focus on those new babies, you will find more peace, you will find more joy, and you will find more content in your business than you've ever felt. If you guys are frustrated and everything like that, it's probably because you're working with the wrong people. Think about it. You don't always constantly have to be working with those leaders. If they are a managing market mentor and up, they should know exactly how to do this business. You do not need to be helping them every single day to get going. You do not have to motivate those people, okay? They should want to motivate themselves and chase you, because the second you bring yourself off of your motivation, spirit, high horse, ready to go, not high horse, that's a bad term. Let's bring it down here just a little bit. Digging in the trenches. The second that you pull yourself away from digging in the trenches with those brand new market partners and you start working with those upper leaders, you're in the wrong spot. You're in the wrong spot. You need to be working in the trenches. You need to be working with those babies. You stay humble. You get people going. That lady at Verizon does not want to work there in 3 months. So what do? We're going to make sure she's there. Okay, Megan has just started. She's only been in for a couple of months. I'm going to make sure that Megan's on the right road. The last one-on-one meeting we did, she did the whole thing. She did the whole Dare to Succeed, and she onboarded, and she signed them up right there. The meeting before, it was her first meeting, and I did it for her. Oh my gosh. The second time, she was doing it on her own. If you guys have people doing the second meeting on their own without you there, you're doing your jobs right. It is not about you making the better answer. This is about you allowing those people to get better. Because if you are hoovering over their backs, you are not allowing them to grow. You have got to keep allowing these people to continue to work, to continue to grow themselves. Because if you keep taking all of the work from them, okay, sorry, Amber Alert. If you guys are doing that job for all your people, you're disabling them. You are disabling them from growing as a person and growing in this business. You've got to allow those people to step it up at your wine and washes. If you have done more than 2 wine and washes as the upline for your downline, then the third one needs to be theirs. They need to do the whole Dare to Succeed. They're going to be shaky. They're going to say how nervous they are for probably the first 5 minutes of them talking. Let them do it. Let them do it. They've got to get it out. Much rather them do it in front of a small crowd on their team than 25 market partners, right? So get them practicing while their team is small, so that way as they grow, they're able to talk to more people. Holy smokes, I would have never been able to talk on stage in front of all those people at the convention if I wouldn't have been practicing at all these large meetings and all these large super Saturdays. And it really helped that they were blinding me and I couldn't see anybody in the audience, because if I did, I probably would have fell over. But you know, you start to practice and then you get better and better to be able to speak to that audience that you were working with. So anyway, okay, I'm out of breath and I need to go eat something. So I just want to say one last thing, that, you know, sometimes all it takes is you believing in yourself. And I tell this to people all the time, make sure you believe in your people. But the true thing is you've got to believe in yourself. You're not going to know how to do all this right now, okay? Okay, trust me, you're scared. I understand. I want you to try. Just try. Just try to do something that scares you every single day, because everything that you've ever dreamed of is right on the other side of that fence of fear. Everything you've ever wanted is right on the other side of fear. I promise. So all you have to do is do those things that you were so afraid of. And it's not going to be easy, but it's going to continue to get easier every single time you do it. And you need those practice runs right now before you get really big and you have a large organization that you're going to have to lead, because you guys have no idea the pressure that I have right now. Even speaking to you guys, you know, there is so much responsibility that I have. If I steer you guys off in the wrong direction, you realize how large that portion could be steered off. So you got to learn now while your team is small. Start conducting yourself in a manner that you want to be conducting whenever you have a larger organization. So anyway, that's all I have. My husband's here and I think he needs to take me somewhere. So I love you guys so much, and you know, just make sure that you're sticking with that simple system. That's what makes me so happy too, is the fact that whenever I have a meeting, I'm not stressed out, because whenever I go to those meetings, oh my gosh, Kendall and Sam, you guys are texting me. Group message, it keeps popping up. But whenever you guys are, I can't remember what I was saying. I had a squirrel moment. But anyway, you guys will start transforming into that leader that you want to be. So start taking those baby steps to get there. And just remember, no one's going to want to join your business if you're discouraged. And I know sometimes you can't get around that, but you got to work inside to get ready to be encouraged. Be ready to be able to flip at the flip of a hat, okay? And the reason is because sometimes your team is going to come to you whenever you least expect them to, and they're going to be having a really hard time, a really bad day. And if you're bummed out, you guys are just going to be digging yourselves both a hole. So as the leader, as the upline, and as the mentor, when someone comes to you, you need to be ready to flip. You need to be ready to be the encourager. And if you're down in the dumps, you need to start practicing now how to be that encourager, because whenever they come your way, you want to be able to help them. That's the one thing that you guys really need to be able to do, is to be an encouragement to somebody else, because it's not about you anymore. It's not. You got people out there who need to buy diapers. You got people out there who need to pay their bills. This is not about you anymore. It's not. So that's all I have. Happy Thursday, and I hope you guys have an amazing week. We have 10 days left at the end of the month, so write down your goals. You guys can do anything, anything. People just got paid, so your numbers, no matter where they're at right now, they could still double. You guys have 10 days. Your numbers right now can still double. Totally can double. Totally. If you don't believe it, then say it out loud and start running around your house saying it, because you guys have to start saying that stuff to believe it, okay? So go after your ranks, go after helping those other people hit their ranks, stay in the trenches and go recruit somebody new, because you could run into someone today that's your MMB that you needed by the end of the month. You can recruit someone today that could be your MMB before the 30th, okay? The possibilities are endless. People are out there all the time. People are busting MMBs all the time. You know, it doesn't take much. Okay, I'm going to get off of here. You guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for tuning in, and sorry for my long rant, but anyway, okay, we'll talk to you guys later now that I'm all out of breath. All right, bye guys.